And now I have a flip through for you of my bullet journal. So I have this cute little pocket where I have my name and then I have my address and stuff, but it's on the back, so I have it flipped over since this is public Facebook. YouTube. I'm so used to being on Facebook in my Facebook Wellness Planner Girl group. So I have the index, of course, which is the basis of the whole bullet journal. Really, a bullet journal is just a way to use a notebook and then number the pages and then kind of keep track of what you're using it for. Now, I don't use it as a planner, so I'm going to be using it a little differently. Like here I have inspirational quotes that I like and some of my favorite dishes. When my husband asks me what I want to eat and I always forget, I have here for you if you want to grab a screenshot. This is a really easy way to start a bullet journal in 3 minutes. This is what I did here. And then more quotes. And now I have what I call the not to-do list. Stop the glorification of busy. And then no more shame. I had a light bulb moment about that mistakes that I've made. Instead of being embarrassed about them, that they're a part of growth and I shouldn't feel bad about it. I have an ink test, so I've written out in my pen so I know what they look like. Which you'll understand if you're a pen addict too. Here's my unused planner stash. My erasable ink shopping list from Walmart. Whenever I need something, I just make a note. I drew this. Here is my gratitude list, and it's kind of like a sun. Now I've got a self-care list. This is before I started the self-care Facebook group and created the self-care Planner Girl course. So it's like 2017 and I was just really getting into decorative planners and stuff like that. More ink, but this time felt. And then just trying to do good things. And keeping a running tally so you can see when the last time is you did something for someone else. Some of my favorite washi tapes. Important days that I wanted to remember with my fur babies, my cats. And then I got a really interesting definition of grace that really resonated with me. And one of faith, so I wrote those in here so I would remember them. This is my list of words and phrases that my cats know and my cat's routine. These are ideas that I have. $1 million ideas that I'll probably never act on, right? Here's the books that I read. And recommendations of pens. These are like people's favorite pens that they've recommended to me. And shortcuts on a computer because yes, at 37, I did not know these. This is probably my favorite habit tracker ever. It goes down the 30 days of the month and the activities are across the bottom. And I've reused this multiple times. With my morning routine and my evening routine. This was the most popular one because it works for me. So I reused it in many other places, just duplicating it. Some of my favorite groups I'm in. Now, you know how when you're in your house and you need garbage bags, but you don't know what size? So I have a list of garbage bag sizes. I also have a list of the 3 different types of bulbs in our house and what size they are and what they're for. These are more planner sizes that I have. This was what I'm using each planner for because I make each planner have a topic and a purpose each year to kind of keep things separate. Teas that I like. I was really into tea, was for over a decade, and now I'm like so over it. When is the last time I did a backup? New words. I love reading and writing, so when I find a word that I don't know what it means, that excites me. some beautiful comments that people gave me of my work that really touched me. So I kind of wrote them down so when I'm not feeling as hot about myself, I have them. This was again a routine list that I made, and I way overdid it. This was way too much pressure. It was not as enjoyable as the one I showed you previously. Oh, shows I was watching. Gosh, I wish I would start this again. I should start this again. I forgot about it. And movies that I've watched, because I just watched 365 Days. And I'm so in love with Michele Moroni, this hot 29-year-old Italian boy. You got to see it. It's on Netflix. It broke Netflix. And now back to my planner. If I can catch my train of thought after that thought. Blogs that I want to check out. Me getting into my routine of being disabled. My Sharpie pens. Soap and scents. Gratitude. And then you see, I kind of quit using it, eh? I went from loving it and using it all the time to like not really being that into it. And I left it for a period of time, and then I come back to it, and that's okay too, right? That's a natural progression. This is about cooking. This was the first time I used stickers, and I saw a planner sale, and I thought it was something that didn't happen very often, and I purchased a ton of stickers without realizing how quickly it adds up. I do not suggest doing this. Only to find out that there is planner sales all the time. So, oh gosh, it's still stopping. This is embarrassing. And then I had a blacklist of shops that did not turn out well that I would never recommend to my worst enemy. Cute card phrases that I saw for if I want to make cards. I could use these cute phrases in them. Listing foreign actors and shows that I like. I got really into foreign films. I watched everything on Netflix and then was bored, so then I switched over to foreign films and just watch in closed captioning, right? Habit tracker. This is one I printed and glued in. Again, level 10 life, printed and glued in. If you haven't seen this and you don't know what it is, what you do is you kind of rate yourself from 1 in the middle to 10 on the outside at how well you're doing in each area. And then the plan is to like make your wheel nice and round. You can see my wheel is quite jagged, not round at all. Now here's a cleaning routine that I've glued in from 3 years apart. And this is just something funny. All the women understand what I'm talking about. Little venting. Calendars, like a future log that I've put in again. This was me trying to retrain my budgeting and why I was like, what was triggering me to shop so that I could stop doing that. And it worked quite well. And I did a no spend in the group, made them this nice little printable, which is still there in the wellness self-care planner Facebook group. If you need help with budgeting, a brain dump, some little notes for my